Alrighty, hey guys, Carla Karam here. Um, a little funny thing happened on the way to doing a hangout. I just had a dry run. I just thought I recorded and stuff and found out that I never hit start broadcast. Anyways, lesson learned. First of all, I want to give you a little disclosure. Um, I am not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a nutritionalist. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I've been a daughter. Um, just school of hard knocks and some education, lots of training. So that's me. So this is what I do. This is I'm sharing you about me. If you would like to try anything out or share anything, the whole purpose of me bouncing back and being public, if you will, with my bouncing back is the possibility of helping somebody else. I have an e-commerce business with DS through DS Domination. They provide me all the training. I have fabulous leaders with Kenya and Alessandro Alu. I have coaches. I'm just really the people that have I have met and have entered my life in the since March of 2014. My life has completely changed. Let me give you a little, why I'm here, background as to why I feel myself in authority on picking myself up or bouncing back up type thing. Okay, so I gave you my disclosure. Basically, we are bouncing back, bouncing back when life happens to you. This is going to be the name of the series, okay? Um, so my little background here is, I'm going to get personal and I'm going to be very transparent. I have nothing to hide. Sure, I probably, pardon my expression, I'll turn that down right now. I've probably pissed off some people in my life. I'm sure we all have. Come on, let's call it how it is. So I've done a lot of that. I'm 52 years young. I don't act my age, and I'm proud of it. So the nitty gritty. I've been kidnapped. I've been given away. I've been verbally abused. I've been humiliated most of my life, and that's just by my parents alone. Okay, went through a horrible marriage. I'll call him my ex-husband for a brief moment. I refer to him as my children's father because he's nothing to me other than my children's father, and I give him that respect. He's provided for my children. However, he has kept me away from them. He has taken them from me. I'm not here to attack him. I don't want to do that. It's done. It's over with. I forgave him, and we'll get to forgiveness here in a little bit. I have two wonderful sons who I strive today to have a healthy relationship with, and that's what I'm going to focus on. My eldest just turned 28, and then I have a 24-year-old, and with my husband, Dean, whom I've been happily married to for 12 and a half years, we have a daughter who's 8 and a half. We've been through ups and downs, and this latest down knocked us off our feet in 2008, and we've had to struggle to get ourselves back up off the ground since then. I've suffered from depression most of my life, and that's only driven me harder to have a healthy mindset because I don't want to be on the proverbial meds for the rest of my life. I just try to be healthy and everything, but again, that's me. My earlier disclosure is I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm not a medical doctor. I am not a nutritionist. Other than a student and a future master of, the School of Hard Knocks, as they say. So I'm bouncing back. But that was my past. My past will not define who I am, and it will not define who you are either. So that's a thing that we have to get through is our mindset. I've told you about my husband a little bit, Dean. Now, what we're going through lately is that in March, we found out that he had cancer, or that he had a growth, a lymphoma per se. It wasn't until I returned back from Dallas from an event with DS Domination that we found out that it was a non-Hodgkin's annuloplasty. I'm not a doctor. I don't do these words very well. T-cell lymphoma, which is a very aggressive type of cancer. We found out that it did not go to his bone marrow, so we have an 80% chance that it will not return. He does have to undergo chemo. They had to remove, I would say, probably 8 by 6 inch piece of his back. They went deeper and around and everything to get all of it, and so then we found out it was lymphoma. So he's been on the road to recovery. We've had had a little wound back on there, and now he's living free without his MRSA, as I called it. But anyways, my daughter was diagnosed a year and a half ago with Asperger's. It's on the autism spectrum. We did notice difference in her behavior compared to other children. Not to compare or anything, we shouldn't compare, but she was Callie. So, however, they do not diagnose children until first grade, so there you have it. So, I will not allow my present to stop me. So, what's changed? I mentioned to you that I joined DS Domination a year and a half ago. I have known my current leader for 12 and a half years, Kenya Alu, and Alessandro Alu. She's my husband's cousin, and what she tells you, I witnessed. I saw her be a single mom. I've seen her be a nurse, work hard, do all these things to where she's gotten now. I am so proud, and maybe that's why I say that, but I try not to throw those family ties out there too often. But I am so proud to say that she's helped me a lot. So I have received training from Kenya and from Alessandro. I have received training from DS Domination, both business training and some personal training. I have received help from Andrew Gerbers and Judy Gray, and whom all introduced me to Danny Johnson. I am not trying to give Danny Johnson a plug whatsoever. I am telling you and sharing with you what has helped me. This is my Bible. It weighs a ton. Religion has helped me. I'm not going to get religious. It's helped me. Okay? The other thing that has helped me mindset-wise and everything was this gal I popped in on a free webinar. Her name is Sonia Ricotti. I think it's Ricotti. And my takeaway from that I want to share with you because it has really made a humongous difference in my life. My takeaway from that is, you know how I talk about the past? The past is the past. It's done. It's over with. We can't do anything about it. The moment your head hits the pillow at night, you've given it all, your all. You need to accept that. I needed to accept that, okay? I'm not pointing fingers here. I'm pointing one to you. I'm pointing 4 right back at me, okay? I'm not saying anything or sharing anything with you that I have not done myself, okay? I am not perfect. So the past, I was hung up on the past for a long time, so much so that a lot of the things that were happening in the present, I don't remember. Why? Because my head was obsessing on what happened yesterday, on who did what and what did what. And, you know, my divorce was ugly. It lasted 5 years. That took a chunk out of my life. So the past. So Sonia said the past is the past. And I'm adding to that the moment that your head hits the pillow, you have to accept that you have given your day, that day, your all. Okay, today is today. You need to focus on what is today. Focus on your children. Focus on what's happening. You know, when your child comes to you and asks you a question, she or he is inviting you into their lives. And as a work-at-home parent, I have to, because I don't have a segregated office for myself, I'm like in the middle of everything, so I can, purposely keep an eye on Callie because she cannot be left alone. I'm in the middle of everything, so I get it interrupted a lot, and that's what's on my plate, and I've accepted that, and I just have to work at it. So I have to be able to see Callie. So we have to focus on what's happening today. Tomorrow, what Sonia said about tomorrow really got to me. Tomorrow doesn't exist. You're scratching your head. What do you mean tomorrow doesn't exist? Tomorrow's tomorrow. Well, we're worrying about something that hasn't happened. And you know what? Why it doesn't exist? Because by the time tomorrow gets here, it's today. Therefore, tomorrow doesn't exist. And to worry about something that has not happened yet, in hand with my religious beliefs and knowing that God's got it. And again, I'm not trying to push God on you, and I respect everybody else's religion. I understand that. This is what's helped me. He's got me. So I combine that with the fact that I shouldn't worry about something that doesn't really exist yet and I can't do anything about. The only thing that I can do about is now, the present. Okay? I have to give it my all. All right? So that's my huge takeaway, and it's really helped me a lot. Another thing that has helped me is on the reading list from Alessandro Alou, he shared, let's get this in the right, How to Win Friends and Influence People from Dale Carnegie. I'm on my second go through this. This has helped tremendously. Okay, tremendously. Understand. It's about respect and edifying and making others feel important in relationships. Okay, Danny Johnson. Again, I'm not trying to plug Danny. Okay, she changed my life. I went to her event with my team, my team with Kenya and Alessandro Liu and Andrew Gerbers and Judy Gray and Susan Wright, Whitaker, Carrie Gorin was there, Charlie Browning was there. My life was changed. I'm trying to hold back the tears right now. I'm a really emotional person, and I'm trying to keep this positive, okay? But Danny helped me forgive, and that in line with putting the past behind me, huge. This was huge for me. I walked away. You can ask anybody on my team. I walked away, and I am changed. I was not back 24 hours, not even 24 hours. I think even I started at the event, I had a lunch break and I made a phone call to my husband. I repaired 4 relationships within the first 12 hours of leaving Danny Johnson. Huge. My sister and I have never related. For whatever reasons, I'm not going to go there. She's not here to defend herself or anything like that. We were kids, whatever. We have different personalities. We were raised differently. We were not raised together. So I'm going to leave it at that. But this is the first time in my life that I don't get offended by anything she says. I've forgiven her, whatever. It's done, it's done. I'm not forgiving someone does not condone them of their behavior, okay? It helps you put the past behind and letting go. So I let go. Huge. This weight came off my shoulders, and I'm holding back the tears right now. I'm really trying not to cry and not to get emotional, and I'm trying to keep this positive, but you guys, if you have any issues with anybody, please forgive them. It's done. It's over with. They can't, I'm sure they're feeling really bad about it too. They can't do anything about it. It's done. Okay? Part of holding that too is what? Am I any better? Have I never made a mistake? Who am I not to forgive somebody? Again, going back to my Bible. That's another thing that helped me forgive is my religion, my faith. So I'm going to leave it at that. So all my training has helped me about what I'm going through today and come to terms what I went through yesterday. What am I going to do about it? Now, I needed to share that with you to give you an idea of where I'm coming from. Again, I'm not perfect. You know, I get ticked off, but I'll tell you one thing, what I do now, and I'm going to let you know, and it works for me, is I allow myself 15 minutes to process something. Something devastating just happens, whether I cry, throw a temper tantrum, put myself outside or in the room where Callie can't hear me and cuss like a truck driver, whatever I need to do, scream, I give myself 15 minutes. 15 minutes to get that out of my gut, out of my head, and out of my heart. Those 15 minutes are up, and I focus on a solution, not the problem. I'm being positive, not negative. I want to be productive. What is crying, being in fetal position, being ticked off, not talking to somebody, whatever, what's that going to get me? I'll tell you right now, it's not gotten me anywhere. Okay? So I don't know about you, but it's not going to get me anywhere. So with that being said, I want to share and focus on like the solution. And part of all of this, what's helping me too, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, is this is all part of my story. Here a year from now, 2 at most, 2 is my goal. I want to share with you my successes. I want to share with you that you can too do it. Not for me patting myself on my back or anything. It's to help others. You know, I had a blog there for a while, and it's still online. You're welcome to look it up. I shared my heart, my soul in it, you know, just to put it out there for my sons to read one day, whatever. As I got memories, I haven't written in a couple of years. Something happened, and I need to get back on it and continue it. But I want to turn it into a more positive blog. But I shared that because if a little bit of what I went through, if that can help one person, then my crying or my pain that I went through was worth it. By my sharing it, I was able to help somebody else, let them know that they're not alone. It happens, but you can too. We can do this. We can do it together. I'm here for you, okay? We can do this. We can bounce back together. We can go through this journey together. So I'm at least going to give this until August. Let's play it by ear. Let's see how this goes. If we continue this beyond August, that's awesome. But let's see how this plays out. I'm committed to doing a hangout once a week. I'll see with the comments. You can comment below, whatever. What times are better, if this worked out, whatever. It's going to be recorded for whatever. If you want to share it, please share it. I don't have anything to hide. I've been very transparent with my past and what I've been through. I'm not perfect, you know, but that's okay. That's okay. So I'm committed to a webinar a week. I think the more I sit here, and I went through my dry run before. Side note, if you didn't hear, I thought I was on a hangout earlier, and I forgot to hit start broadcast. So here I was saying goodbye and everything, and then I noticed, well, I'd never recorded. So anyways, that just made this all the much better. And you guys were able to get on here. So let's do this together. I know that there's a lot of exceptional, excellent training going on right now between the freedom fighters, and I'm talking to DS domination people. I'm talking about the freedom fighters, and through corporate DS domination, we have a lot going on. So I'm here to accommodate, and yes, I have my plate full. We'll see where this goes. Okay, but I'm committed to doing a weekly webinar, as I was starting to say before, and that is the sapphire in me that I learned through Danny Johnson. And again, not trying to give her any plugs or anything, but it certainly help me understand myself a little bit more. And yeah, I get my eccentrics, whatever. So I'm weird. But that's cool. That's fine. That's me. And I'm a sci-fier, you know? So I'm going to give you some homework. Mindset. We'll discuss mindset next week. For each negative thought that you have, you've got to back that up with 2 positive thoughts, okay? Let's live in the here and now. Focus on right now. The second your head hits the pillow, that's it. That's it. You know what? Accept the day for what it is. Because come tomorrow, you can't go backwards. Okay? Live in the now and don't worry about tomorrow. Okay? Decide where you want to go. I'm going to read all your ideas and suggestions at the end of each day. This is what I'm going to do, okay? And sometimes we need visual. You know, it's great to carry all these things, and I have, you know, we have our smartphones and we put everything on there and stuff like that. But I'm going to get a whiteboard, and at the end of each day, I'm going to write on that whiteboard what I didn't finish today and what I need to do tomorrow, okay? And what that does, first of all, it keeps me in focus, and I'm going to have to also implement webinars that are going on and everything. That keeps me in line. And also, as I get a task done, I can erase it. And as you see the list getting smaller, well, anyways, it's a great feeling there. Okay, so I have my whiteboard. As a matter of fact, I use my bathroom mirrors. That great idea. I keep dry erase pens. We have lots of mirrors in my bathroom, and one of the mirrors, I just jot down ideas as I'm in the bathroom or I walk by or something like that. And as things, you know, encouraging words or, you know, now to-do list. So it's in my face. So I was thinking of doing a group page for the bouncing back. So your thoughts on that? My thought behind it is that we'll be able to really support one another without interceding on other things. We're here to support each other, keep it positive. You know, if any questions, you know, let's bounce back together. Let's keep it positive. I'm going to work on my ums. I don't like that. If you have not read How to Win Friends and Influence People, I highly recommend this. It's passed down. My father-in-law told me to read it. When Alessandro told me to read it, I said, okay, my father-in-law is telling me to read it, and now Alessandro is telling me to read it. I'm going to read it. So my second go through, this is great. Danny Johnson's book, I'm not, you know, sorry, she helped me. People can say whatever negative things they want to say, but this woman helped me. She changed my life. I'm sharing this with you. This is me. Okay, it could work for you. It cannot work for you. All I know is that nothing but positive came from me meeting her and the people that I met through Danny as well on her team. Another takeaway, I shared a takeaway from Sonia. My takeaway from Danny, besides forgiveness, I would say is relationships. It's about relationships and edifying one another. It's about the other person. It's not about you. And what that comes to is also what you reap is what you sow. So if you treat others a certain way and always lifting them up, what do you think is going to happen to you? They're going to lift you up too. This last year has been a very learning experience for me, not just in the training, but the people in my life. The people that have entered my life through DS Domination, the freedom fighters, especially. I'm not going to cry. I'm very thankful. I'm very blessed. I'm very, very blessed. And I just want to pay it forward. And I want to help others, just as I've been helped. So this is me trying to be transparent, let you know that you're not alone. A lot of us go through these ups and downs, and it's a matter of staying positive. We need to respect one another, edify one another, and lift one another up. It's about what the other person's saying and not so much about what you're thinking about your response. Listen, the next time somebody's talking to you, don't sit there. This is what I do. Don't sit there. I sit there sometimes, the sapphire in me. I'm okay, they said this. Oh, this is a good comeback, or this is a good response. And I'm worried. I'm more worried about getting my response in than what that person is telling me at that moment, because that other moment has already gone by and they've already shared so many things, you know? So we need to focus on the present. And those we need to work on those relationships. Off of relationships, think about it. The people that you've known, you know, even in your business, it's who you know. You know, you build relationships so you can work together. This works for personal, on the personal relationship too. We're here to, not to get all Hillary, and I'm not getting political. I'm not saying I'm for Hillary or against Hillary, but it does take a village. It does take a village, not just to raise our kids, but one another, just to raise ourselves. I can't do this alone. My interaction, you know, with whomever it may be, whether it's with Judy or Kenya or whoever, any of my friends. Yeah, I don't mean to name drop. I shouldn't name drop or anything. You know, whether it's, here I am. I'll keep my mouth shut. I just don't want to make anybody feel bad that I left them out, because then I'd have to go through so many people. You guys lift me up. You all have lifted me up. You all have made me feel and made me realize and have opened my eyes that I do matter, that I can help, that in my own way, in my own unique way, I can be there for others. So this is me being here for others. So we're going to keep it positive. I don't want to take up too much of your Saturday. I know it's only just basically been a half an hour, but let's, you know, try to keep it positive, you know, try to get the training in. If you can at least read the books, if you haven't seen Dani Johnson, and I'm not trying to promote her, I'm not making any money off of promoting or telling anybody about Dani Johnson or anything like that, or DS Domination. Well, I do make money off DS Domination. It's my business. It's done wonders. It helps me, gives me the right tools, the training, and it all started with $20, you know. But I'm not here to push that. I'm here to help bounce back. Focus on the present. Help others. Let's help one another. Let's raise each other up. Edify, respect, build one another up. It's amazing how your relationships can become more solidified just by that mutual respect and that mutual understanding. And because let me tell you, you guys, people have reached out to me that I just met. They've helped me. That's huge. How can that not change your mind? How can that not convince you that what I've gone through has helped me? You know, I played it low the last 10 days because my grandmother passed away and I needed to deal with some family issues, and my husband had a ton of doctor's appointments. So, and that's what brought me to bouncing back. You know, I need to bounce back. I'm sure I'm not the only one that needs to bounce back. Maybe there's others that need to be bounced back. So maybe we can help one another. Maybe we can, you know, I'm not the, I've bounced back many times. I've picked myself up many times. The thing is to be here for one another, and this business works. This business works. Whether it be this business or life, whatever you put into it, you're going to get out of it. And I will tell you this, I will share this with you. My experiences this year has only proven the training from DS Domination to be true. In the last 2 months, I've only been able to list 10 items. I had 5 sales in June, and I've had 1 sale in July. But you guys, I haven't listed anything. So it's par for the course. I accept that. So I need to get back to listing. I need to get back to setting my goals. You know, in our group in the Freedom Fighters page, there's been some great tips. The last tip that I read was from our very own Francesca. And for some reason, her last name is escaping me right now, and I'm trying to work on my last name stuff. So she shared some of her tactics, what she does. She finds one item, and she lists a bunch of those items. You know, it's all in our training. We have some great people out there that are sharing some great ways that they're making money. This works. It's proven. We just have to put in the time. So part of my going at the end of the day, like after my webinar right now, guess what I'm going to go do? I'm going to at least go list 10 items. At least 10 items. And I'll tell you from past experience, those 10 items, it doesn't stop at 10 items. Excuse me, I've listed 15 items, 20 items. Sometimes I've stopped at 10 items. But that's my goal each day. And that's a priority. It's a priority because I want to make money. I need to help my husband. He's not working. I know it works. So we just have to put in the time. Just remember, you're only going to get out of life, your job, your marriage, your relationships. Boy, this is applicable to a lot of things. Whatever you put into it, that's what you're going to get out. You reap what you sow. However you treat others, they're going to treat you. I've proven that right too. Because for a couple of years, I had a huge chip on my shoulder, and I treated some people pretty crappy. I've apologized. Some have forgiven. Some have not. Oh, well, I've done my thing. The issue now, once I've apologized and I've forgiven them for their take on it or whatever, if they want to continue how they want to continue, that's on them now. That's their issue. It's not my issue anymore. I apologized and I forgave. I did what I needed to do, and I moved on. Now, if that person doesn't want to accept my apology, that's on them. That's their issue. So these are just little tidbits and stuff like that. I don't want to get so off track. So bottom line, we're going to keep it positive. We're going to support one another. We're going to do our tasks lists at the end of the day. Once our head hits the pillow at the end of the day, that's it. Accept the day for what it is. Tomorrow, don't think about yesterday unless it's something that you forgot to do, but that should be on your task list. And to worry about tomorrow, don't even worry about tomorrow. Even at the end of the day, when you're sitting there planning out your tasks, your task list, boy, say that a few times. This is something, I have a control thing, perfectionist thing. I've had to let go of that because all I was doing was bringing on anxiety to myself because I was such a perfectionist. Yeah, Sapphire being a perfectionist, that's got to be an oxymoron or something. But anyways, I've let go of that. I've let go of that. I'm not Superwoman. I'm not Wonder Woman. Although for most of my growing up years, I was told that I looked a lot like Linda Carter. Whether you see it or not, oh well, but that is the truth. So I'm not Wonder Woman. I'm not superhuman. I can only do what I can do. Okay? Yesterday, as an example, I had my whole day planned out. And I got a call, and I needed to act on it. I had no choice. The next thing I knew is 4 hours of my day was consumed in taking care of this. Sure, I was ticked off. In this case, I only gave myself a few minutes to process and be upset. I needed to act on it. So to focus on the negative isn't going to help me. Me getting pissed off is not going to, excuse my language, me getting upset is not going to help any. It's just going to put me in a bad mood, get my heart all, my blood pressure, all that stuff. I don't need to get anxious. So it is what it is. I took care of it. I focused on the solution. I acted. And that's what we need to do. Okay? Life is going to happen, you guys. Life is going to happen. I don't know about you, but it's taken me some time. It's going to happen. It's how we react to it that's going to make the difference. And I'll tell you, I'll be the first one. I promised you honesty, and I promised you transparency for many years. The way I responded to stuff was being curled up in fetal position, and I got nothing accomplished. That other person got the best of me. I allowed that other person to get the best of me because if you think about it, I'd let time waste. I didn't do anything. Nothing with my time. Well, poor me, well, whatever. What did that get me? Didn't get me any money in the bank, or didn't get me anything positive accomplished. Nothing. You know, so we got to snap out of it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm bouncing back. So bounce back with me. Let's help one another. Let's support one another. Let's bounce back together. All the webinars are going to be recorded. All the Hangouts are going to be recorded. All the Periscopes are going to be recorded. I'm going to upload everything to YouTube. I'll do my best. I will get better as time goes on. Today I had a little technical difficulty. First of all, I shared the wrong link. I'm only human. Sorry, guys. Sorry I had you guys all confused. And then I started on time. I said I was going to start at 5:30 Eastern. Well, and I went for like 45 minutes. I didn't hit the start broadcast. So when I was done, all of a sudden I said, "Ooh, what's that button?" And I hit it, and I realized I'd never recorded. So since I have, we're a little bit, I think I've been going for 37 minutes right now. I'm going to open it up for some Q&As. We have a few people here. I've never done this before. So if you have any questions or any suggestions that says this feature is disabled. Why is this feature disabled? Great. Great. Why is this feature disabled? I don't know why this feature is disabled. Let me see right here. Default, voice. Okay, that doesn't help me any with the chat. Oh, okay, group chat. All right. So, I don't know if you guys can see the chat. If you have any questions, I'll leave it open for a few minutes. If I don't see any questions or anything, we'll just leave it at that. We'll stay tuned till next Saturday. I think I'm going to discuss this with Kenya, but I think I'll be opening up a Freedom Fighters Bouncing Back type page, open to everyone type thing. That's up for discussion. Let me see. I'm also trying to get used to this nice, sweet computer. I feel so blessed. Let me see. To list all available commands. I don't need to see that. Q&A. That was group chat. Why does it say this feature is disabled? Sorry, guys. Let me see. That's the cameraman. It's guest join. Hide their audio. Okay, well, I got to some settings I wasn't aware of. That was that. Let me look in the toolbox. See, that has nothing to do. Well, let's see here. Comment tracker. There's the comment tracker, but I don't know if this is the same as the Q&A. So, Nope, that doesn't work. I'm working on this, guys. I'm working on this. Let me see. Q&A still shows this feature disabled, so maybe I need to set that up beforehand. Again, just trying to see. Well, anyways, we will compose. I'm trying to see if I can a thing for Q&As. I'm looking, you guys. Please be patient. I promise that I give you my word, not that I didn't try or anything. Whoops, I don't know what I just did. You probably can still see me. But I lost you because I am on Windows 10 and I can't. Okay, well, I don't want to. What did I just do, for crying out loud? I don't know what I just did. All right, you guys, I hope you have a sense of humor, okay? So this is part of life happening, and I want to be productive here. So I'm going to work on the Q&A thing so we have that working for next time. We'll keep in touch during the week. I will put up posts on my wall as well as on my group wall. And please feel free to contact me via Facebook Messenger. I'm available. I'm here to help. I've been alone for a lot of my life, and I know what it's like. I know what it's like. So, with that being said, I am going to get out of this window and stop being rude. I don't know how this thing got up on here. There we go. Okay, so we've been at this a while. I didn't see any let me see the comments. The chat. Whoops. Chat. No one said anything in the chat. I'm not going to screen share this time. Let me see. Showcase, show item. I don't know what that's about. Q&A still is disabled. We'll work on that. Not going to do that. And this is me. All right, guys. Well, we're going to head out now. Been on almost 45 minutes. Thanks for joining me and taking some time out. Again, I'm just trying to encourage, motivate, build one another up, help each other out. Trying to be there for you, be there for me. I just want to be positive and share. I'm just happy. Yeah, I got all this stuff. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. Yes, my husband's sick. Yes, my daughter, blah, 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 yada, 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 all that stuff. But I'm happy. I accept what's gone on in my life. I've forgiven, and I'm moving forward. And I love what I've learned this year, and I just want to pay it forward. That's all I want to do is I want to pay it forward. So get in touch with me, leave comments. I'll share this. Give me a little bit, and I'm going to put this up on YouTube, and I'll share this on the wall and everything. Please feel free. I take constructive criticism well, and this is a learning curve. I appreciate your patience. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you. I'm here to help. So let's bounce back together. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Take care.